Hi, it's been a while. Yeah, I'm just gonna preface this video by just saying that, I don't have any plans for this, so whatever title I've put on this is clickbait. I'm sorry, well, chances are, I mean, I might just do a hyper-realistic, just very exactly what the video is, like my last one, but chances are it's gonna be clickbaity to get that whole whopping 5 extra views, maybe. So I'm probably just going to talk a little bit about I'm just gonna talk, give a little update on my life, talk about, I don't know, I might rant. I don't know, we'll see where this goes. So, first of all, a couple months ago, I got this eyelash serum. I'm also sorry about any background noise as well. I've got the slidey door open in my room because it is boiling currently in this hour, in this day. It is scorching. So I kind of need it open to give a little bit of ventilation. Like I've got the fan on, but it's not enough. Yeah, sorry if you can hear the wind or the construction that my neighbors decide is appropriate right in this very moment. So yeah, a couple months ago, I got an eyelash serum. It's very fancy. It's not very fancy. I just saw it on a Facebook ad and I was like, nothing wrong with longer lashes. So I bought it and I've been using it and it is working. But the thing about my eyelashes is that they have blonde tips. That's just how they be, and, using the serum, it has helped them grow longer, but the little bit that it has helped is also blonde. So it looks like there is absolutely no difference, which, yeah. So I'm quite excited to get my eyelashes tinted because bitches gonna be when they're black because, they'll actually look different, which is fantastic. It'll actually make the $40 I spent on the serum worth it. I think I spent $40. It was somewhere around there. But I was gonna get them done today because I was like, I have stuff on tomorrow, I want to look good. However, two things. First of all, I haven't shaved in a while, which I don't know how visible it is at this distance, but if you see me in real life, it is quite apparent. I'll get close to the camera if you don't mind. I'm just gonna.
I went up close to the camera, but it made me uncomfortable, so I cut it size.
Trust me, it's visible, very visible. So, first of all, I look so disheveled, and I don't want to shave. I mean, I showered, and I could have, shaved before or after that, but I didn't, because I didn't want to. And also, because I have stuff on tomorrow, I kind of want to shave tomorrow, so I'll be, cleaner tomorrow, as opposed to just shaving it today, literally just so I can get my eyelashes tinted. I find that's a bit unnecessary. But also, the extra bonus little
Oh my god!
thing is that, yes, is that we, the other thing is that why is this thought just not coming through my head?
Oh my god!
Okay, so the girl who I normally go to at this place, her name is Sharon. No, Shannon. She is not working there apparently anymore because I went to do the booking today. I was doing the booking, and part of the process, it asks who you want to see, and normally I just click any because it's just gonna give me Shannon no matter what. I think she's the main eyelash person there or something. I don't know. But I got Kate when I clicked any, so I was like, okay, so I went back to the pick your person thing, and it was Shannon's just not on there. So evidently, she's just not working there anymore. So I'm kind of stressed because obviously I'm not just going to give up eyelash tinting forever. My main problem is I don't want to have to get to know another person. I want to have to get to know Kate. I'm sure she's lovely, but Shannon was so lovely. We, got to know each other. Every time I was there, we would talk about uni. I would ask her about how nursing was. She would ask me what I'm studying again because she's my one eyelash technician. I'm probably one of 30 people she's seeing in a day, and I see her once every 2 months. She didn't remember what I studied. I remember her, she doesn't remember me. which is fine. But I felt like we had this connection, you know, like we were just on the same wavelength. And I don't want to risk Kate not being on the same wavelength as me. Yeah, I mean, like, I'm gonna have to eventually anyway. But I just decided today is not that day. I am not ready to meet a new person today. Thus, I won't. So here I am instead, because, you know, I haven't left the house in actually less than 24 hours. I literally went to uni yesterday. So, I mean, I haven't been trapped in this establishment for that long. However, I need social interaction. I have not talked to anyone today, so I am just like, I need to talk, so I'm just gonna talk. Hi, welcome to the intro of my video. Anyway, another thing, uni is a bit wild. Yeah, uni is happening. So currently, as it stands, I'm studying a Bachelor of International Studies at UQ, which I think I talked about in my last video. But yeah, I'm kind of hating it, not gonna lie. I kind of didn't really like the first semester, but I was like, it was just my first semester. I was off. No, it turns out I actually hate studying politics, which is the entirety of the degree pretty much. I really enjoy the content, and like my pole subject this semester was political ideas, and I really liked it. I loved learning about different political ideologies, and ultimately I'm really glad I did the course. However, I hated the assessment. I hated doing it. I hated writing an essay. And it was on a topic I actually was kind of interested in. It was about like same-sex marriage, which like, hello, gay, I'm gonna do it. But I just didn't like it. Like, I did not like it. It pained me to do it. And like, you know, I'm fine. Like, I'm well and truly passing. Like, so, I mean, can't complain. And also, I did another course this semester, translation, English to Spanish, and it was actually atrocious. I was really looking forward to that course because, as we've been new, Spanish is mi mierda. And, you know, I've always kind of found a fascination in translation and interpretation. Like, even to this day, I'm still quite, I don't want to say fixated on it, but like, I'm like, it's very much like a viable career path for me. Like, it would be quite good for me, but it was just not good. It was just not good. First of all, the course was just structured terribly. I thought that the focus of the course would have or should have been to give you the tools you need in order to become an efficient translator, or tools you need to understand intricacies and whatnot between languages. And like, we did touch on that. We did learn about all these different translation terms like calques and communicative translation and cultural transplantation. I don't know. Like, we learned some terms, but for the most part, the course was just kind of vocabulary overload. I feel like it didn't give you the tools you needed. You know, like the things that they told you how to translate, fantastic, beautiful, beautifully cooked. And in terms of those subjects, I'm so good. Like, I could talk about botellón, which is basically kind of like public drinking, all day long in English. However, talking about how to go about translating other medical things instead of just like very specific, like, I don't know, I just didn't like it. Like, I understand that example texts are important. I just feel like it really could have been better, personally. And I also just didn't like the teacher. I don't know, whenever she looked at you, she looked like she was looking directly into your soul. And anytime she would ask you a question, she wouldn't actually give you any kind of indication of if that was correct. Like, she would just be like, how would you translate this phrase? And you'd be like, the phrase translated. And she would just kind of look at you like, and then just continue talking. It was wild. Anyway, the point of all of this was to say I kind of hate polls. Or political science, for those of you who aren't acquainted with the university terms. Yeah, so I'm planning on moving to a Bachelor of Arts. I will probably be studying, well, I'll keep the Spanish major, and I'll probably study linguistics on top of that. Maybe as an extended major, because I know that they do offer that. Yeah, and I'll probably also just chuck in a diploma in languages, majoring in Japanese on top of that, because, you know, I do want to be employable, and let's be real, linguistics is not really going to get you that far. And obviously there's stuff like dialect coaching, translation, interpretation. Like, it's not an unuseful skill, but it's just, you know. In saying that, I would be more than happy to stay in academia. Honestly, I wouldn't stay in academia for many things, but linguistics just fascinates me so much. The idea of studying linguistics just really excites me. Like, even before, like in high school, I found international things interesting. And like reading an article too about it was cool, but it didn't come close to like the, I'll say, thrill of like watching videos on intro to linguistics and then the Japanese on top of that, because I've always kind of wanted to become a teacher. It'd be really good to have it under my belt as well, because to become a high school teacher here, you need 2 subject areas. The only thing I want to teach is languages. So Japanese and Spanish are what I would go for. And because, you know, linguistics isn't a subject in high school, that'd be what I'd do. It might be able to open me up to ESL teaching, but I mainly want to focus on LOTE. Mainly just because the whole reason I want to become a teacher is because my Spanish teachers helped me realize my passion in languages. Like, I honestly feel like if I didn't go to the high school I went to, or didn't have the teachers I had, I would be so completely different right now. Like, honestly, if I didn't go to the high school I went to, I would probably be monolingual right now. Like, I would just be able to speak English and probably be like, that'd probably be it. But no, like, I actually now speak a second language. Like, just the idea that I could inspire even just one kid like I was inspired. I don't know, the idea of that really excites me. Yeah. Anyway, so that's kind of the deal on that. I could talk about people in cars, because fun fact about me. So, you know how I said before I'm quite non-confrontational? I'm now leaning on my knee. So this hand is going to stay permanently up here and I'm just going to lean on it. Like, you know, this is how I take Snapchats. Like, oh, can't forget. Anyway, people in cars, anyone who knows me or has ever been in the car while I'm driving knows that I get road rage. Quite bad, actually. Not like the kind of road rage where you know, honk the horn or tailgate or flip people off. Ooh. Oh my god! But just, I will tear you down verbally. Not that you can hear me, but I will tear you down. Seriously, like, you've probably never heard in your life the word dickhead the amount of times that I say in like one 20-minute car trip. I just hate everyone on the road. Like, I feel like the number of people who I will stand on the road is minuscule. I hate everyone. Everyone pisses me off. If you do something slightly wrong, it pisses me off. Like, I could honestly dedicate an entire video to just ranting about the people I just hate on the road, which is an idea. I might do that. But speaking of cars, I really want a Mini Cooper. I have decided. I've started just noticing cars on the road a lot more, like types of cars. So many of them make me nut. Honestly, like Mini Cooper is like the latest to the collection. Other cars include Mazdas, like the metallic red that Mazdas. It gets me so excited because earlier in the year when I was looking at buying cars, multiple, I just am a millionaire. I'm just like with my money towards cars. Anyway, when I was looking at buying a car, because my other one was in the midst of shitting itself before I found my current one, I was looking at buying a car new, because, you know, car payments aren't actually that much, especially when at the time I wasn't really considering moving out. So I was like, honestly, like $80 a week is not much. I earn well above that. So I was like, I'll just get a new car. So I nearly got a Hyundai because it was cheap. Like, I signed contracts and everything being like, yes, I want this Hyundai, but the finance company ended up rejecting my thing for a loan. But, you know, I was looking at Mazdas, like, oh, I adore Mazdas. They're just so nice, and their paint jobs, oh, like the red and even like the dark blue, Mazdas just get me feeling things in funny places. Yeah, those were kind of the only ones I was considering. I was like, I'm getting a Mazda. And then, you know, the Hyundai came along being cheap and nice. I was like, okay, I'll take it. But yeah, I'm happy with my current little 2009 Peugeot. It is a little bit shitting itself now, which is spooky, but hopefully it's not broken or it won't break. I need to manifest no car problems. I'm not gonna have to pay anything for my car. And I also just paid my rego, which is fine. It was like 300 something or other dollars, which killed me inside, but what can you do? Though, I mean, I don't have to worry about that for another 6 months, so that's good. Anyway, yeah, that's kind of all I'm wanting to say. And also, this video is already 45 minutes, and I know that last time it was around 45 minutes and it took me forever to edit. Hopefully this would be quicker because, you know, I've actually used iMovie before. I literally hadn't ever opened iMovie before the last time, so it was all very new.
Joke's on me, it took probably about 3 times as long to edit as it did last time, even though the original video length was the exact same. What the ever living fuck.
You know, we'll see how this goes. I don't know when this is gonna go up, but whenever it does, I hope y'all liked it. This is kind of a completely pointless video. I didn't actually talk about anything of substance. I'm really gonna have to do well with the editing if I want this to be anywhere near as entertaining as the last. I mean, not to toot my own horn, but I was pretty happy with the last one. I spent so much effort on that. Yeah, I don't know. I just hope that this will have some value. Hopefully this might have added a smile on your dial. I hate myself. Anyway, I'm done. See you next time. Maybe. Hopefully. If I can be bothered. Haha. Okay, goodbye.